to each other, right? So like, let's say there's 100 people that are in this. Let's just say I limit this one for only 25 anyway. But let's just say that there's 100 people because it's a big, huge event, right? You don't have to mingle with anybody you don't like. You get in there and you see their video, you're like, exit. You know what I mean? Like, but see, in Zoom, you can't do that. You either unmute yourself and take your video off. Here, you could do whatever you want. So there's going to be a presentation on the left, right, and then on the top right, where there's an entrance. There's going to be like table that you guys can talk to each other. And then if you go to the right of that within, there's like a beach to kind of relax. Left side, I believe, is game and more room. But I would say I would give you guys for 20 minutes just to kind of see what the metaverse is all about, walk around, right? Check it out. But about 4:25, I need you guys to go straight up. Like you see, there's a road like right here, right? And this like dark thing, go straight up, enter there and wait for me. And then we're gonna go to the Zoom and I have a metaverse presentation for you guys. Okay. So I want you guys to just go everywhere you want, but for 4:25, meet me in the main room. Okay.
All right. The fireplace actually makes noise.
Wait, what?
The fireplace in the top
Oh
right
yeah,
room.
my
It
beach,
actually makes
my
noise.
my beach actually has. I forgot to put fish in there. Actually, I'll put some noise where there's like water and stuff. Yeah,
That's so cool.
I know. Jason, are you in the same room as I am? Oh, there you are. I'm like, Jason, you're in the same room as I am. That's what it is.
Yeah.
How do you like it so far? Have you gone through the games or anything like that?
Yeah, I went through I went through quite a bit. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's interactive.
Did you see the presentation? It's similar to what your guys have in the managing your boss class. I put it on there.
No, where would
Okay, so
that
follow me. Ready? So
okay.
let's see here. We got to get out of here. So let's go this way. All right, follow me. Oh, there's a Shani. Hi, Shani. Follow us. I'm trying to show him this way. Right here. Okay. You see?
Oh,
Yeah. So if you hit X, you see that?
I like this.
Yeah. So if you hit X, you basically are able to, like, let's say, move things around to talk about it. Like, what is emotional intelligence, right? What makes up emotional intelligence? Self reflection, self soothing, empathy. You can move things around and see. If you go to the next one, it should be something different. You hit X. See? This one is about attitudes, direct experience versus social learning equals attitudes.
I like this.
This is, you can pretty much do anything. So let's go to the other presentation here. Right? 10 rules for managing your boss effectively. Offer solutions to problems, communicate in his language. I like how it says in his. What if it's a her? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Excuse me,
Yeah.
right? What are you talking about? Know yourself and understand your boss's behavior. Keep calm. Take ownership in your work. I mean, everything else in here, pretty much be yourself. This is kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's a good recap because it's kind of like it's out like a true classroom would.
Yeah, managing conflict resolution. Don't get to consume. Limit your expectations. Anticipate barrier. Like, literally pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Ishani's here and Valentine. Oh, there you guys are. Pyramid of competency in conflict resolution, political intergroup, international facilitation, intergroup facilitation. Now, imagine if you take a class like this where you can just go and hop into any room you want. You don't have to wait for your teacher to tell you. Then you can just say, hey, meet me in 25 minutes and ask me questions, what you've learned, what you don't learn.
I like it.
There is a whiteboard. There is Teatris that you can play game. In my office, you can do Mario Kart. I mean, yeah, this one is my presentation room. So let's go to another one. Let's take a look here. This one is top 10 skills of 2025 in 2 years. Analytical thinking, active learning, complex problem solving, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, and leadership. All of these right now that's needed in 2025 is in managing your boss class that I offered. I did backward design of immersive learning. So that's what I love about this. Right now, so you go right here, you can't really go in there. You have to go around because I made sure it's impossible. Accomplish big things, growth mindset, right? What instead of thinking I can't do it, I'm still learning. I'll keep trying. I mean,
Yeah.
right? I'm not good at this. What can I learn to get better? It's good enough. Is this the best you could do, right? It's too hard. With more practice, it will get easier. Think about your experience right now. You're probably your sensory, your mental capacity. You're like, it's exciting. I love it. But then you're really thinking on the left side. You're like, I don't know if I can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's that inner critic.
Yeah. And you're
popping.
like,
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I like it, but I'll keep trying. You know, I'm not good at this. How do you know? You haven't learned it.
Mhm.
You haven't tried, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get better. It's too hard. Well, practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Break the
yes.
internet if you have to. Like, I broke my website and then I gave up and I'm like, I think I just need to hire a developer. I don't have time for this. I broke my website yesterday. I was like, ooh, an error just keeps popping. I'm like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done. So someone is working on it right now for me because I want to create a school and you can be in it too as a teacher. I'll tell you more about it and you will make money.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why I'm excited. I'm like at the end. Let's go. Let's see. What is the next? Oh, critical thinking. I love this one. This is actually in managing your bots. This is from Google technically, but I really love this because it goes by knowledge, comprehension, then you apply it and then you analyze it and then boom, synthesize it to make it, work for your students and work for yourself. And I think when you're teaching, you also learn a lot, not just from yourself, but that's one thing I love about teaching is I learn from my students. I don't just learn from what I'm reading. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I have a lot of military students right now in another college, and they're like master chief engineer. So I'm like, guys, I don't know anything about chain of command. Talk to me. And the rest of the class who's not in military are learning experiential learning, like on the job learning of what does chain of command mean. And I love it. Now imagine, yeah. And now I'm leveling us up. I'm like, we could do this.
Yes.
Right? Growth mindset. We could do this. For sure. Okay, so let's go and I'll show you the game area. So let's go. Oh, go outside this way. No one's in the lobby. I think this is the game area. Hold on, let me check. X. Yep, this is game room. All right, so
right here.
No, I just looked at if you hit X, it actually says game room. So you go inside here. See, we could play games in here. We could play Scribble, we could play Fish, we could chill, we could play cards. Let's see what cards. I don't even know. Let's take a look.
Oh, you can play. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I put the link in here, but yes, you can play poker. You can play anything. Teatris is my favorite on mine. I don't know if this one's Go Fish. Ooh, you see this? This is
Yes,
fishbowl.
fishbowl. Oh,
Yeah. So while you're waiting for your teacher, you can literally just play a game.
so how did you integrate the game? Was it like a hyperlink you had to? Was it code you had to do behind the scenes, or is it kind of
No,
like
it's a push of a button and you literally put it in. They already have it integrated. Yup.
That's good. That's good.
Yep. I can't even call myself a pro. I'm like a super novice. Like I don't even know a third of what I know. Imagine if I did practice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, I call myself a curious person. I'm always curious. I'm like, well, if I do this, it breaks. Oops, undo. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how you learn, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is it. Okay, so let's head down to the main room because I think 425 is almost coming.
Yep.
Hopefully, we'll see people and we bumped into each other because we need to go. Where did they go? I don't even know. Main room. Doo-doo-doo. Yay, everyone's there. Oops, did I just left myself? Oh, we're stuck. Can you guys hear me? You guys all hear me? Let's go to Zoom now, okay? So you see this green button? Let's go and hit X in there. Once you hit on the green, little green thing, go in the square of green and then hit X. So thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited. So metaverse, and I wanted to ask, tell me what you think metaverse is, first of all. Anybody? Shawnee.
Yeah, so I think it's basically like, as in terms of like sort of breaking down the word in terms of what meta is, and in terms of verses, it's kind of a world that uses different forms of technology, whether it's AR, VR, and mixed reality, or even a reality that kind of depends on different degrees of immersions. And it's basically a world that sort of brings all of these different realities into one spot. And I think it's a very interesting way in order for us to sort of get used to the technologies and the advancements in the changes that are happening throughout the world. And it makes you extremely resilient as well along the way. So it's a brand new kind of concept that people are getting to know. And yeah, I think it's an amazing concept, and I'm also constantly here to learn more about it.
All right. So that's pretty much where it is. Guys, just want to let you know, Ishani actually is in London. Okay. I just want you to know that. She's committed to it. So it's awesome. Now I'm gonna go over the agenda. So what is metaverse? Who uses the metaverse? Why is it important for the future? What is immersive learning, which is your dissertation, really? And how can you incorporate it in your class? If you're a teacher, if you're a corporate, like Jason's a corporate. So we're gonna see how that will work. And then at the end, I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to partner up with me in the near future. So what is metaverse, right? This is like an example of a metaverse. It's virtual reality, and it's a social platform in the virtual reality world. Imagine your house exactly what it looks like right now, but in a virtual form. Like all your mess and all my mess that you see would be in virtual form. It's ridiculous, right? So just think of metaverse as cyberspace, virtual reality. Think of virtual world collides with the real and physical world, right? And so Ravenscraft says metaverse are buildings in the infrastructure to create better virtual worlds that more closely mimic our physical life. Then you're like, who uses metaverse? What? Is that a new term, right? Universities uses them, and also organizations. Facebook actually, Mark Zuckerberg actually introduced the Meta. I don't know if you go to Facebook, you'll see Meta. These are the top 10 universities who uses metaverse. University of Tokyo, Guangdong, China, most of their corporations and universities are trying to get into it. Mahindra University, missing a Y there. Hyderabad, right? Nanyang University, which is in Singapore. Stanford University, which is US. Korea Advanced Institute in Korea. New Mexico State University. College of London, University Maryland Global Campus, and Sabancı University in Istanbul. Those are the top 10 universities that uses them. The organizations that I wanted to talk about more is Facebook and NVIDIA, because Facebook, obviously social media, NVIDIA is more of a game, right? Now you're probably thinking, okay, look at that map. This is not new, guys. Look at that map. Okay, these are metaverse market map. Think about if you are a business, if you are a student, if you are a corporate, if you can get some of these things and some way, you can actually have some type of metaverse. Let me give you a story. When my second child came in, I was a stay-at-home mom. I just finished my doctorate. I'm like, I need extra money for makeup. Obviously, I like makeup. And I'm like, I need extra money. I literally was, I don't know if you guys heard of the game called Animal Crossing. And basically, I basically sold virtual items, not physical, to some people, go into their town, give them whatever they need. Like usually they need roses or an ATM machine. Like I was literally an entrepreneur in the virtual world like 15 years ago. And guess what? I made $1,600 a month playing video games, selling something I didn't even create. $1,600 a month. That was 15 years ago. Now imagine all of these market maps. These are the companies right now that are doing experience. Fortnite is a gaming, right? Minecraft, Nintendo, Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I mean, everyone, right? Facebook, creator economy, spatial computing, decentralization, human interface. Oculus is a big thing. And the reason I don't like Oculus is I have issues with like any type of movement, I vomit. Like I can't do it, right? It's just not happening to me. And that's why I love GatherTown, because we don't need a special $200-300 equipment to be in the metaverse, right? And then you have infrastructure, Azure, AWS, Intel, T-Mobile, Akami, AT&T. These are markets that you and I can work for. You and I can sell products that we don't even own, but we can sell and make money, right? And education, or even corporate for Jason or Ishani, who is probably all into technology, you can actually be now and make money through either educating people how to do it, have fun in your class, do corporate, like UCI, University of Irvine. If you go to YouTube, they have so many events on GatherTown because it's not going to be expensive to do metaverse this way. But these are the metaverse market that we could make money off. Okay. So then this one, it says, according to a recent news release, 10 universities are getting set to launch their own metaversities, not metaverse, metaversities this fall, right? And courses is Meta Quest 2 virtual reality headset. Those are expensive. Victory XR, expensive. GatherTown, no equipment needed. Whatever you guys are doing right now, that's all you need, right? And see, these are the universities: Morehouse College, University of Kansas, New Mexico, South Dakota, Florida A&M, West Virginia, Southwestern Oregon, California State Universities, Alabama. UCI is not even here, but I know that they use it a lot. Google actually uses GatherTown too, which is kind of amazing. Now you're like, okay, what is it? This is Hong Kong's virtual campus in the metaverse. Okay, let's watch it. this is actually the Medical University of Hong Kong, right? Imagine doing that. I just talked to one of my student who's in the military, and they said that they use the metaverse now kind of when they do a flight simulation. What I don't like about that, he said, is that once they started doing flight simulations, you see a lot of news accidents that people are dying in San Diego. It's because the simulation doesn't account for the real weather, right? So when the weather actually is raining or have really super windy, they didn't account that in their simulation. So you see people dying in the real world, which is not a good thing. So that means that they need to make sure that the metaverse actually is mimicking the real world, and it's gonna get there. It's just not today. Imagine Blockbuster and Netflix, right? Netflix wanted to sell it to Blockbuster, and Blockbuster's like, no, you guys are too small. People, convenience, what's that? They want to come out and pay late fees for me. No, they're gone because of that, right? So you need to be either going to that train of the future or you're not. You're going to get left behind. Now, so why is it important for the future? Because it is the next wave of trends that universities and companies should pay attention to. Okay. Much like Blockbuster and Netflix, like I said, and I put here, future is still loading because it's your decision that's going to make a difference for yourself, right? Now, all of these, I highlighted what I want you guys to really pay attention. It says the metaverse will be important for at least 500 million people in 2040 because it is already important for several billions today. Referring to a general estimate of the number of people who have used popular game in social spaces, not the number of daily users. Okay, so that means it's just going to keep going and going and going. So if you're not curious about it yet, get curious. What is immersive learning? This is what I'm talking about with the pilots, right? They have the VR. I have a VR system in my house and I can't handle it. But I do like to go to Italy and pretend that I'm drinking something and shopping in Italy. And I put it in for 5 minutes. After that, I can't handle it. And this is my way of saying what immersive learning is and how you can use the metaverse. It's called a dynamic environment. You're marrying text-based experiential learning and visual, where you as the learner is required to be active participants to various tasks, right? If you went to gather, you went to go see all the presentation, all the games, all the other, Valentine went to the beach, right? Student engagement increases as the learner is required to be doing something. And you're not just sitting there listening to me like this in Zoom right now, right? It brings learning to life. So how can you incorporate it in your class? Gather Town, guys, is the answer. Because we don't need special equipment. You don't need to buy Oculus. Can you imagine telling your student, by the way, you take this class, but you need to spend $300 on top of whatever fees that you give me because you need a special equipment. That's not how it works, right? That's like saying, I don't want to use books anymore for my classes. I'd rather use something else that I can relate to right now, right? Gather Town, I know I sound like a sales lady for Gather Town, seriously, but does not require you to have Oculus. It doesn't require you to be somewhat tech savvy or at least understand the basic premises of changing and editing environments. There's a free version. If you know me, I like free. Okay. Free version and paid version. Medium capacity for learning, meaning you don't have to be super techy to actually really learn. You just need curiosity to do it. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? I'll send you this in the Level Up Academy because there's extra articles that I want you guys to actually look. This website, Top 10 Companies Investing in the Metaverse, they use Bitcoin, and then how to access Metaverse in certain things is also a great link for you guys to be curious in reading. That's my number. So I'm going to stop the sharing. And I actually, Monica's here, but Yvonne's not here. I actually wanting to let you know that I started an LLC. It's called Lua by Duckling